Ever wonder why some folks like Grandpa Joe hit 60 and keep trucking past 80 with a grin, mowing the lawn or whipping up pancakes for the grandkids, while others like poor Uncle Fred seem to hit a wall, slowing down faster than a rusty old Chevy? It's not just luck, a magic vitamin, or that extra scoop of Rocky Road ice cream. Science says there are clues real, measurable signs your body flashes after 60 that can hint at how many birthdays you've got left. Maybe you've noticed your morning walk to the mailbox isn't as zippy as it used to be, or that twisting. Open a jar of Skippy peanut butter takes more grunt than it should. These aren't just random old age moments. They're signals, backed by years of research, that could tell you a lot about your future. That's why we're diving into **6 signs that predict how long you'll live after 60 scientifically. Proven. **. Think walking speed, grip strength, how well you sleep. Even how often you chat with your neighbor over the fence, simple stuff you can spot in yourself or someone like Aunt Betty. We're not here to scare you with medical jargon or sell you a miracle cure. Nope, this is about breaking down what these signs mean, why they're tied to your lifespan, and best of all, how you can nudge them in the right direction to keep blowing out candles well into your 80s or 90s. Backed by heavy hitters like the CDC, NIH, and top university studies, we'll show you how to read these clues and take charge of your golden years. Whether you're 62 and curious or keeping an eye on mom and dad, you'll walk away with clear, doable steps to stack the odds for a long, healthy ride. So, grab a comfy spot, but don't sit too long, we'll get to that. Maybe a glass of iced tea, and let's dig in. If this lights a spark, or if you just want to keep thriving past 60, subscribe to Senior Health for more tips to live better, longer. Drop a like or comment below. Tell us which sign you're most curious about, or if you've spotted one in yourself already. We're in this together, and we can't wait to hear from you. So, why do some seniors breeze past 60 like they're auditioning for a Golden Girls reboot full of energy, cracking jokes at the diner, and dancing at the grandkids' weddings, while others feel like they're stuck in slow motion, creaking along with every step? It's not just a flip of the coin or a lucky draw in the gene pool. Science has zeroed in on 6 key signs: walking speed, grip strength, sleep quality, social connections, blood pressure, and memory sharpness that act like a health report card for life after 60. These aren't random quirks. They're rooted in how our bodies age, how we live day to day, and what we do or don't do to keep the engine running. Let's unpack why these signs matter, what's behind them, and why tuning in could add years to your story, years worth living. Aging 101. The body's big shift first. Let's talk about what happens when you hit 60. It's like your body's warranty starts to expire, and the fine print kicks in. Muscles don't just get tired, they shrink. The National Institute on Aging says we lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade after 60, thanks to a slowdown in protein turnover and hormones like testosterone taking a back seat. That's why gyms, walk to the mailbox feels more like a trudge. Less muscle means less power. Bones thin out too. The CDC notes 1 in 4 women and 1 in 20 men over 65 have osteoporosis, making every step a gamble if you're not careful. Your heart's no spring chicken. Either blood vessels stiffen, and the American Heart Association says pumping efficiency drops about 20% by 70, nudging blood pressure up if you're not watching it. The brain's in on this too. After 60, neurons thin out about 5% fewer connections per decade, per the Alzheimer's Association, which can fuzz up memory or slow reaction times. Sleep gets trickier. The Sleep Foundation says seniors spend less time in deep, restorative rest, leaving you groggy even after 8 hours. And don't forget the social side. Retirement, losing a spouse, or kids moving away can shrink your circle fast. The ARP reports 1 in 3 seniors feel lonely, and that's not just a bummer, it's a health hit. These changes aren't optional. They're the baseline. But here's the kicker. How you roll with them or fight back shapes those 6 signs and, ultimately, how long you stick around. Biology's only half the equation. Your daily choices are the other. Take walking speed. A 2011 University of Pittsburgh study tracked over 34,000 seniors and found faster walkers, above 2.6 feet per second, outlived the slowpokes by years. Why? It's not just muscles, it's exercise or lack of it. If you're skipping the park for Wheel of Fortune marathons, like Mary, 68, your legs and lungs lose steam. The CDC says only 1 in 4 seniors hit the 150-minute weekly exercise. Goal couch time's winning, and it shows in that shuffle. Grip strength's another telltale. Harvard School of Public Health tied it to heart health. Stronger hands mean a stronger ticker. But if Susan, 65, lives on Stuffers TV dinners and skips the protein, think chicken or beans, her muscles, including those in her hands, fade. Faster. Diet's huge here. The FDA says seniors eating less than 50 grams of protein daily, that's 2 small chicken breasts, risk weakness across the board. Sleep quality's no different. Ed, 67, stays up for NCIS reruns, and the Sleep Foundation says poor rest ups dementia odds by 30%. Late night Pepsi or stress from the day. They're stealing his years, as social connections weave in too. Linda, 70, skips bingo night, and the NIH says isolation cuts lifespan. Lonely seniors face a 50% higher mortality risk. It's not just feelings. Fewer friends mean less laughter, less movement, less reason to get up. Blood pressure's a lifestyle. Poster child Tom, 63, loves his Lay's chips and Netflix binges. But the AHA warns high sodium and stress push BP into stroke territory. Memory sharpness rounds it out. Ruth, 66, doesn't do puzzles or chat much, and the Mayo Clinic says an idle brain flags dementia risks early. What you eat, Oreos versus oatmeal, how you move, sofa versus stairs, and who you see, TV versus pals, it. All feeds these signs. These aren't hunches. Studies nail it down. At Pittsburgh Walking Study, slow walkers had tripled the death rate over a decade. Harvard's GRIP research showed every 11-pound strength drop ups heart disease risk by 17%. The Sleep Foundation's data links less than 6 hours of quality. Rest to brain plaque buildup, Alzheimer's calling card. NIH's social stats. Connected seniors live 22% longer. The AHA says every 10-point BP jump past 120/80th double stroke odds. And Mayo's memory work? Forgetting more than your keys signals a 20% higher dementia risk within 5 years. These signs aren't fluff. They're data-driven windows into your future. So why care? Because these signs aren't just trivia. They're your lifeline. Slow walking doesn't just mean a longer trip to Walmart. It's a frailty flag that ups fall risks. 1 in 4 seniors fall yearly, says the CDC. Weak grip isn't about jars. It's a heart attack warning. Poor sleep fogs your days, and your brain dementia's no picnic. Loneliness isn't just quiet. It's a slow fade to depression or worse. High BP's a ticking bomb. Strokes hit 795,000 Americans yearly, per the AHA. Memory slips? They're not cute. They're a brain health SOS. Ignore them, and you're betting against diabetes, heart failure, or a nursing home stay. Spot them. Tweak them, and you're buying time for grandkids, road trips, or just sipping coffee on the porch. The benefits of acting are huge. The CDC says active seniors slash chronic disease odds by 40%. That's less meds, more life. Airprenasons, this'll butterflies dodge depression and stay sharper. The NIH says good sleep cuts heart risks by 20%. These signs aren't set in stone. They're steerable. A walk here, a handshake there, a nap, a chat. It's not rocket science. It's your shot at 90. Next up, we'll dive into the 6 signs themselves. Stick with us to see what they look like and how to fix them. Here's where we get down to brass tacks. The ***6 signs that predict how long you'll live after 60, scientifically proven. ***. These aren't vague guesses or old wives' tales. They're measurable markers, backed by studies from the likes of Harvard, the CDC, and the NIH that shine a light on your health and how many years you might have left to enjoy fishing trips, family BBQs, or just kicking back with a cold one. Each one comes with a story, a reason it matters, and a nudge toward action, plus a heads up on when to call the doc. Let's meet these 6 VIPs of longevity and see what they're telling you. Point 1. Walking speed. Jim, 62, used to zip around the block with his dog Buddy, but now his stroll to the mailbox feels like a hike up Pikes Peak. He's not alone. Walking speed slows with age, but it's more than a nuisance. A 2011 University of Pittsburgh study tracked over 34,000 seniors and found a clear pattern. Folks walking faster than 2.6 feet per second, about a brisk stroll, live longer up to 10 years more than those under 2 feet per second, a shuffle. Why? Speed's a snapshot of your whole system: muscles, lungs, heart, balance. The Journal of the American Medical Association calls it a vital sign for seniors, predicting survival better than age alone. What's behind it? Aging's the big driver. Muscle mass drops 3 to 5% per decade after 60, says the National Institute on Aging, and joints stiffen if arthritis kicks in. 1 in 2 seniors have it, per the CDC. Lifestyle piles on. Gyms swapped walks for the Price is Right marathons, and the CDC says only 1 in 4 seniors get enough exercise. Poor diet. Think stuffers over spinach weakens legs too. Even bad shoes, those worn-out Keds, can slow you down. The risks. Slow walking's a red flag for frailty weakness that ups fall risks. 1 in 4 seniors fall yearly, says the CDC, and doubles death rates from heart disease or infections. But Pittsburgh's data. Jim's shuffle isn't just tiring, it's a warning. When to see a doctor. If you can't keep pace with a toddler or need breaks on a short walk, call Dr. Smith. Sudden slowdowns might mean heart or lung trouble. Don't wait. What to do? Start with 10-minute walks brisk, like you're late for bingo. Park farther at Walmart or pace the driveway. The Arthritis Foundation says every step builds strength. Jim could be zipping again by summer. 2. Grip strength. Susan, 65, used to pop open pickle jars like a champ, but now she's handing them to her grandson. Grip strength's a sneaky predictor. Harvard School of Public Health tracked 140,000 adults and found every 11-pound drop in hand strength ups heart disease risk by 17% and overall mortality by 16%. Strong hands mean a strong body. It's not just about jars. It's about your ticker, muscles, and even bones. What's behind it? Muscle loss is the culprit. Sarcopenia hits after 60. By the NIH, and hands feel it fast. Susan's diet light. On protein, she skips meat for Ritz crackers. Doesn't help. The FDA says seniors need 50 to 70 grams daily, 2 chicken breasts worth, to hold steady. Inactivity's a factor too. Lifting groceries or gardening keeps hands tough. But Susan's Netflix habit doesn't. The risks. Weak grip signals weak everything. Heart attacks, strokes, even falls if you can't catch yourself. Harvard says it's a better longevity clue than cholesterol in seniors. Susan's jar struggles are a whisper of bigger trouble. Asterisk. When you see a doctor. If you can't squeeze a wet towel dry or your handshake's a limp noodle, see a doc. Sudden weakness might mean nerve issues or worse. Get it checked. What to do? Grab a stress ball, squeeze 10 times, thrice daily, during jeopardy. Carry grocery bags or twist a towel. Small lifts build power. Susan could be jaw ready in weeks. 3. Sleep quality. 67. Tosses all night by morning. He's groggy despite 8 hours. The Sleep Foundation says poor sleep predicts longevity. Seniors getting less than 6 hours of quality rest face a 30% higher dementia risk and 20% more heart trouble. Deep sleep repairs brains and bodies. Skimping on it's like running a car on fumes. What's behind it? Aging messes with sleepless melatonin. More wake-ups per the NIH. Ed's late-night NCIS marathons and Pepsi don't help screens. And caffeine zap rest. Stress bills. Grandkids keeps him wired too. The Sleep Foundation says 1 in 3 seniors report sleep woes. The risks. Bad sleep builds brain plaque, Alzheimer's alert, fogs memory, and spikes blood pressure, says the CDC. Ed's restless nights aren't just grumpy. They're cutting years. When to see a doctor? If you're awake more than asleep or nap all day, see a sleep doc. Snoring or breath gaps? Could be apnea, don't ignore it. What to do? Bed by 10 p.m., no screens an hour before. Sip Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time Tea, dim lights. Ed's G could save his brain. 4. Social connections. Linda, 70, used to love bingo night, but now she's home with Reader's Digest. The NIH says social ties predict life-connected seniors live 22% longer. Loneliness ups death risk by 50%. Friends aren't just fun. They're medicine for mind and body. What's behind it? Retirement shrinks circles. Linda's pals moved or passed. The IAB Prius. 1 in 3 seniors feel isolated. Mobility or hearing loss. 1 in 3 over 65, per NIH, makes outings tough. She'd rather skip than struggle. The risks. Loneliness triggers depression, 29% higher risk. CDC. Weakens immunity and shortens life. Linda's quiet nights are a slow fade. When to see a doctor? If you're always alone or feel down weeks on end, talk to a doc. Depression's treatable. What to do? Call a friend. Weekly start with Jane. Join a library group or YMCA class. Linda's bingo comeback could add years. 5. Blood pressure. 63. Clocks 140/90 at Walgreens machine high, but he shrugs. The AHA calls BPA silent killer. Every 10-point jump past 120/80 double stroke risk. 1 in 3 seniors have hypertension. It's your heart's workload gauge. What's behind it? Age stiffens arteries. But Tom's Lay's chips and stress from ESPN. Debates don't help. Sodium and cortisol push numbers up. The CDC says inactivity and extra pounds. 1 in 2 seniors are overweight. Pile on 2. The risks. High BP strains hearts. 795,000 strokes yearly, says the AHA. Tom's shrug could land him in the A. When to see a doctor? Above 130/80 often. See Dr. Patel. Meds or tests might be next. What to do? Cut salt. Swap chips for carrots. Walk 15 minutes daily. Tom's numbers could drop fast. 6. Memory sharpness. Ruth, 66, forgets where she parked at Kroger Cute until it's daily. The Mayo Clinic says memory slips predict dementia 20% higher risk within 5 years if they worsen. Sharp minds mean long lives. What's behind it? Brain cells thin after 60, or the Alzheimer's Association. Ruth's idle days. No puzzles. Few chats don't help. The NIH says inactivity dulls cognition. Poor sleep or stress adds fog. The risks. Forgetting's a dementia flag. 1 in 9 over 65 have it, Says the CDC. Ruth's lapses could grow. When? To see a doctor losing keys daily or blanking on names often. See a neurologist early, catch matters. What to do? Crosswords 10 minutes daily. Chat with neighbors. Ruth's sharpness could stick. All right, we've laid out the 6 big signs: walking speed, grip strength, sleep quality, social connections, blood pressure, and memory sharpness. That science says can predict how long you'll live after 60. From Jim's slow shuffle to Ruth's forgotten keys, these aren't just warnings. They're opportunities. You don't need a PhD or a gym membership to turn them around. Just some smart, everyday moves that fit into your life, whether you're sipping Folgers in the morning or flipping through the channels at night. Let's break it down with clear steps to boost these markers, weave them into your routine, and build a roadmap for a longer, healthier haul. No overwhelm, just action. Here's how to take charge. Fixing the signs, 1 by 1. Walking speed. Jim's not doomed to shuffle, he just needs a nudge. Start with a 10-minute walk daily brisk, like you're late for the early bird special at Denny's. Park farther at Kroger or pace the driveway while Buddy sniffs around. The Arthritis Foundation says every step builds muscle at a minute. Weekly until you hit 20 to 30. Wear comfy sneakers. New Balance is a senior fave. And stretch those calves 5 seconds per leg to loosen up. **. 2. Grip strength **. Susan's jar woes can fade with a little grit. Grab a tennis ball or stress ball, squeeze 10 times, 3 rounds a day, maybe during Jeopardy! Commercials. Carry a grocery bag, not too heavy. Start with canned soup, or twist a wet towel like you're wringing out laundry. The NIA says, small lifts boost hand power. Susan could be popping lids by Thanksgiving. **. 3. Sleep quality **. Adds restless nights don't have to stick. Set a bedtime 10 p.m. and stick to it, even weekends. Ditch screens an hour before. Swap NCIS for a paperback like Reader's Digest. Sip Celestial Seasonings, chamomile tea, caffeine-free and cozy. Keep the room dark. Walmart's blackout. Curtains are cheap, and cool -68 degrees Fahrenheit is gold. Ed's deep sleep could cut dementia risks in half. 4. Social connections. Linda's not a hermit, yet she just needs a spark. Call a friend once a week. Start with Jane over coffee at Panera. Join a local group. Libraries host book clubs, or try the YMCA Center stretch class. Say hi to the mailman or chat with the cashier at Dollar General. The NIH says 1 connection a week lifts spirits. Linda's bingo nights could be back on. **. 5. Blood pressure **. Tom's 140/90 isn't a life sentence. Cut salt, swap Lay's for baby carrots or unsalted almonds. Planters has a good stash. Walk 15 minutes daily around the block or treadmill if it's raining. Try deep breaths, 5 slow inhales, 5 exhales while watching The Voice. The AHA says these drop BP 5 to 10 points. Tom could dodge meds with consistency. **. 6. Memory sharpness **. Ruth's memory can sharpen up. Do a crossword 10 minutes daily. Grab one from the Sunday paper or USA Today app. Play. Name that tune. With Motown hits on the radio, mental flexing keeps neurons firing. Chat with neighbors or grandkids. Conversations a brain gym. The Alzheimer's Association says active minds delay decline. Ruth's keys might stay found. These quick wins fit any schedule. Think of them as your longevity toolkit. Morning kickoff. Start with water. Keep a glass by the bed. Sip. Before coffee. Stretch 5 minutes, arm circles or toe touches while the kettle's on. Pair it with Susan's toast, whole grain with peanut butter, or Jim's walk. Wake up your body. Right. Midday boost. Stand every hour, set a phone alarm, or sync it to TV breaks. Snack smart apple slices over Fritos while refilling. That tumbler. Aim for 6 to 8 cups daily. Squeeze that stress ball or chat with a neighbor over the fence. Keep moving. Keep connected. Evening ease. Wind down by 9 p.m. Ed's tea trick works. Or try a warm bath with Epsom salt. Dr. Teal's is a drugstore gem. Skip late news, read a magazine instead. Reflect. Jot 3 good moments from the day. Keeps the mind positive. Not stressed. Social touch. Text a grandkid. How's school? Call mom or wave at the dog walker. Linda's not alone. Small pings fight isolation. Plan 1. Outing weekly. Walmart counts if it's with a pal. Health's a marathon. Here's how to go the distance. Checkups matter. See Dr. Patel yearly. BP, blood work, hearing, Medicare covers most. Catch Ruth's memory slips or Tom's BP. Early fixes are easier up front. Ask about supplements. Vitamin D. Nature Made's a solid pick. Boost bones if you're low. Food game plan. Stock winners. Canned salmon. Bumblebees cheap. Frozen broccoli. Bird's eye steams fast. Oatmeal. Quaker's heart friendly. Cook once, eat twice. Chicken soup beats a hungry man dinner. Flavor with herbs. Mrs. Dash cuts salt but keeps taste. Stay active. Walk 150 minutes. Weekly split it, however, 5:30s or 10:15s. Try chair yoga. Silver sneakers on YouTube's free or garden. Home Depot's pots are senior-sized. The CDC says it slashes disease risk 40%. Jim's legs will thank him. Brain and soul. Pick a hobby. Sudoku, knitting, or bird watching. Walmart's binoculars are $20. Join a church group or senior center. Connections, a lifespan booster. Ruth could lead a book club. Linda might knit scarves. Purpose keeps you young. Picture this. Jim striding to the mailbox. Susan's twisting jars. Ed snoozing soundly. Linda's laughing at bingo. Tom's BP's down, and Ruth's acing crosswords. It's not a fairy tale, it's a plan. Start with 1. Maybe Tom's carrot swap or Ed's screen, curfew, and build. You're not flipping your life upside down. You're tweaking it for the long haul. A step here, a sip there, a hello across the street. It's less about overhaul and more about outliving. The NIH says small habits compound 5% better. Daily could mean 10 extra years. Ready to roll? Next, we'll wrap it up and send you off with a pep talk. Stay with us. We've just taken a deep dive into the **6 signs that predict how long you'll live after 60, scientifically proven. ***, and it's been quite a ride. From Jim's slower than molasses walk to the mailbox, Susan's shaky grip on that pickle jar, Ed's restless nights tossing in bed, Linda's quiet evenings skipping bingo, Tom's creeping blood pressure numbers, to Ruth forgetting where she parked at Kroger. These aren't just little hiccups of aging. They're science-backed clues, straight from the likes of Harvard, the CDC, and the NIH, telling us how our bodies are holding up and how many years we might have left to enjoy the good stuff. Grandkids' graduations, road trips in the RV, or just sipping sweet tea on the porch swing. We've unpacked why they happen, aging muscles, lifestyle slips, and laid out real, doable fixes. Now, let's tie it all together and get you moving toward a longer, better life. Think about it. Jim's walking speed isn't just about getting winded. It's a window into his heart and bones, a signal that could mean the difference between a fall or a fishing trip. Susan's weak grip isn't a jar-opening annoyance. It's a heart health memo that a few squeezes could rewrite. Ed's poor sleep isn't just grumpiness. It's a brain health alert, fixable with a cup of tea and a screen curfew. Linda's loneliness isn't a quirk. It's a lifespan shrinker that one coffee date could stretch back out. Tom's high blood pressure isn't a shrug off. It's a stroke risk that swapping chips for carrots could tame. And Ruth's memory slips? They're not cute. They're a dementia flag a crossword could fend off. These signs aren't set in stone. They're steerable, and you've got the steering wheel right now. Here's the deal. You don't need to overhaul everything by Monday. Start small, pick one sign that hits home. Maybe it's Jim's walk, lace up those sneakers and hit the driveway for 10 minutes. Or Tom's BP ditch the Lays for a handful of almonds this afternoon. The NIA says tiny tweaks, compound 5% better daily, could mean a decade more of blowing out candles. Imagine it. A year from now, you're striding past the neighbor's house, popping jars like a pro, sleeping like a log, laughing with friends, watching your numbers drop, and remembering every grocery list item. That's not a fantasy, it's what happens when you take these tips and run with them. And why keep it to yourself? Share this with Grandpa Joe, Aunt Betty, or your buddy from the bowling league. Pass it on over coffee or text it with a "Hey, check this out." A little nudge could add years to their story, too. Aging's not a sentence, it's a challenge, and you're tougher than you think. The CDC says seniors who move more, eat smarter, and stay connected cut chronic disease risks by 40%. That's less time at the doctor and more at the lake. The RP notes social folks dodge depression. The Sleep Foundation says good rest keeps your brain young. These 6 signs aren't here to scare you. They're here to empower you. You've got years left for tailgates, gardening, or just flipping through People magazine with a grin. Start today, sip that water. Take that step. Make that call. It's not about perfection. It's about piling up moments worth living. Jim's not shuffling, Susan's not struggling, Ed's not yawning, because they didn't just read this. They did it. So here's your pep talk. You're not done yet. Grab one fix, maybe Linda's coffee date or Ruth's crossword, and go for it. Then come back and tell us how it feels. Subscribe to Senior Health. We're dropping more gold like this to keep you thriving past 60, 70, 80, and beyond. Drop a like or comment below. What sign surprised you most? Was it Ed's sleep steal or Tom's salty slip? We're dying to hear. Share this with someone you love. Email it to Mom. Print it for Dad. Or tag your sister on Facebook. Let's keep the good vibes rolling, one small win at a time. Here's to you living longer, stronger, and happier. Cheers to that.